We just go through the office all the time saying we love Gab. And so,
a bit of Steve Ballmer coming out right now.
But Rick says thank you so much for praying for him, and thank you for being on the Godcast with us today. You know, one of the most moving moments that I had to experience here on the Godcast, Andrew, was the video clip that we showed of you being baptized. And it actually brought me to tears watching that, because I saw your journey, that for a while, you know, you were trying to find your way. You're trying to balance, all right, you know, where does this newfound faith take me in this libertarian world that I'm operating in? And then when I saw you being baptized and really making that commitment, it just encouraged me, and I hope it was an encouragement to a number of the people that saw that as well, that one individual can make a truly unique difference in the world by taking the gifts and talents that have been invested in them, handing them over to the Creator God and letting Him run with them. And I'd like to give you an opportunity right now, Andrew, to speak to the True News audience. We've got a lot of people, some of them, they're watching for the very first time, and they're looking at you, Andrew, and they're asking the question, here's a successful young man who is making a real difference in the world and is not compromising on his faith. How can they be uncompromising believers in this crazy mixed up world that we find ourselves in? What would you say to them, Andrew?
Yeah, well, first of all the glory goes to Christ for everything that we're doing here at Gab and everything that we've done and everything that we will do. You know, it hasn't been easy. And many times I felt like I'm off in the ocean kind of floating and clinging to the cross alone. And that's really all that I needed at times, was just to cling to that cross and have Christ by my side and walk through me through the fires and the trials that Gab and myself and my family especially have been through in building this platform and building this community. You know, I think too many people, especially Christians, are you know, sunken in despair. It's very easy to, you know, be sunken in fear and despair and shame and you know, anger with the way that the world is going on. But we have to remember that Christ is king and he sits on the throne right now and we are his servants. So, you know, we need to start acting like it. The same exact, you know, saving grace and the same exact spirit and the power that rose Christ from the grave lives in us. So it's time to really start acting like it. And it's time to start proclaiming the gospel as we are, you know, commanded to, and start doing it boldly and not being afraid. So that would be my advice.
All right. Thank you so much, Andrew. And one more thing, before you send a Gab phone to Milo, you better send one to Rick first, okay? So I'm just saying that. All right.
Well,
so,
for sure.
Guys,
I'm sure that I can agree to that condition. That seems fair enough to me.
Torba, how can we support you? How can people support you and your mission and your vision for everything that's going on at Gab?
We're actually 100%, you know, funded by our users. So you can go pro at pro.gab.com, which allows you to get verified. You can get a Gab TV channel, a bunch of additional features. We also have a shop, shop.dissenter.com. We have hats, shirts, mugs, all sorts of good merchandise.
She sleeps in a Gab t-shirt.
Yeah, I have a Gab. Actually, I wear it out everywhere I can. You have great merchandise. Whoever, like, I don't know if you're designing them or if you have professionals, but your merch is awesome. I love it. I love my Gab shirt. I wear it everywhere. So.
That's our creative director.
And the newsletter you send out, I look forward to whenever I see it pop up in my email account. I go, oh, you got a message from Andrew here. I can't wait to see what he's got for me today. So that's another way to support, is to sign up for the newsletter too and get informed with the latest going on with Gab. So.
Absolutely. Torba, thank you so much for coming on here, and thank you for everything you're doing for Christians, outspoken Christians, and for free speech in general in a world that wants to silence and shut us down. So we really appreciate you,
Thank you,
and we'll be praying for you as well. Okay?
Thank you, guys.
Thank
God bless.
you.
Bless you.